Let's take a look at the Marvel Legends Black Panther Wave 2 and Baku Build-A-Figure, Dora Milaje. Pow and welcome back to the channel Dan Who Reviews. My name is of course Dan W. Make sure you are following me on Instagram at It's Dan Who. Today our Marvel Legends reviews continue with this Black Panther Wave 2, aka the Baku Build-A-Figure wave. And in front of me we have the Dora Milaje, and it interestingly has the Avengers Infinity War logo, not the Black Panther logo, which it doesn't matter as they appeared in both films. And I really like how we get three completely different interchangeable head sculpts. So this is definitely an army builder of the wave. And if you already have a couple of the Nakias from the previous wave 1, you can build some new characters straight away. I know this main one is AO, but I don't know the other two. But we do get some interchangeable accessories in regards to different weapons for displaying options, which I appreciate as well. And of course, the M'Baku Build-A-Figure piece. So there we have a picture of some of the Dora Milaje on the front and on the back. And then, as always, you get a list of all the figures in the wave you need to complete the M'Baku Build-A-Figure. Today we're looking at the Dora Milaje. So again, looking very nice. Let's get it open. And here we have the Dora Milaje out of the packaging, and I have to admit it's the exact same figure as the Nakia figure, just with an updated paint job, as we knew, to be fair. But I'm not complaining about it. I did want to army build Nakia, but I just really didn't like the idea of having all of my Dora Milaje with the same head sculpts. This is why I really like this re-release, as we have three different head sculpts. Now, I said one was AO, but I could be mistaken. I did try and have a quick Google to see if I could find out some of the official character names from the Black Panther film, but I couldn't. So if anyone knows, let me know in the comments who are these three people. I'll have a closer look in a minute, but they're definitely three different head sculpts, which I appreciate. We also get the Build-A-Figure piece for the M'Baku Build-A-Figure. So of course, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell as we are one step closer to completing our M'Baku Build-A-Figure. So I look forward to opening that. We also get some different weapons as well. So we get a staff and a short little dagger, and then we get these rings as well that we see Nakia using in the Black Panther film. So again, lots of different options to army build. So I need to definitely get another 2 of these figures, or even another couple of the Nakia figures if I can find them cheaper, so I can have a different head sculpt on each one of my characters. So let's have a closer look at all of them. Here we have the first face sculpt. This is the one that the figure actually comes packaged with. And as you can see some nice tattoos there on the side of the face. Mine's got a little dot of pink on the side of her face. I don't know if that's meant to be there. I have tried to rub it off, but it still stays. But yeah, she's completely bold. But it's a nice face sculpt. It's definitely accurate to what we see in the film. I like the expression on her face as well. This 3D printing that Hasbro seem to be doing these days is definitely giving these characters a lot more life on the shelf. So let's take off one and put on the next one. So again, completely different person, whoever this is. You can see a different tattoo there on the side of the face, completely different face. And yeah, really like it as well. Really like the realism that Hasbro are doing. Again, she is completely bold, no other tattoos around. But yeah, very nice. And then last, but by no means least, is the last one. I believe this one doesn't have any tattoos at all. But again, a completely different face sculpt, completely different face. Again, she is completely bold, which I think is part of the rules in Dora Milaje. But don't quote me, I have not joined, I'm not a member. But yeah, looking very nice. All three face sculpts are very, very nice. Now looking at the body, it is the exact same figure we got with Nakia, so I'll show you that in a minute. But it is some updated paint. I actually prefer the paint work on this one than I do on the Nakia. This one's a little bit more vibrant, stands out a little bit more on the shelf. Now, while I've got her standing here, let me just show you these different weapons. So she's got 2 grabbing hands. We get no interchangeable hands, but that does give us the option to hold her weapons. So the first one is this giant staff, which is probably how I display some of mine, guarding Wakandan throne or whatnot. There's no paint on any of these silver accessories, unfortunately, so maybe some dark dry brushing on this dagger wouldn't go amiss, as you can hardly see it there on my white background. So maybe there is some sculpt work on there, so again, maybe some dark dry brushing or whatnot will bring out some of the sculpt on that blade. And then this blade is a little bit shorter. So again, if you're buying a couple of these, you could have one of them holding 2 of the shorter blades, one of them holding the longer dagger. And again, they come with the same weapons that Nakia seems to have. I thought these were unique for Nakia, but they have repacked them in here for the Dora to wear, to hold. And these look very good, are very unique looking weapons for the Black Panther film. But yeah, overall, it is what you expected. It does what it says on the tin. It's a Dora Milaje. And yeah, I really like the army building possibilities with this. So let's compare her to Nakia. So here we have the Dora compared to the Okoye Build-A-Figure and Nakia here. And as you can see, these two standing side by side, they're the exact same body mold, just different paintwork, different paint deco. I do prefer the paint on this new Dora. I just like the added paint there on the sash, makes it stand out a little bit more. But they are very similar. Doesn't really matter which one you're going to army build. Both look accurate to the film, but I do think this one is that little bit more accurate. Here we have the Okoye Build-A-Figure, as you can see, is different mold. As you can see, the sash is different shoulder pads, different neck piece there. But she is the leader of the Dora, so she does have the standout of her different armor. But again, very nice. So again, if you get a couple more of these, then you can add on these different head sculpts, and you can have 5 different members of the Dora Milaje. Even though I don't think Nakia is an official member, she can be an honorary member, like she is at the end of the Black Panther film. But again, if you're buying a couple of these, you'll have plenty of different options for displaying purposes in regards to weapons. Again, these weapons are the exact same one Nakia's holding, but Nakia's have a red tint. These have a little green tint. And yeah, really like it. Here we have the Dora compared to T'Chaka and also Killmonger. I definitely remember the scene where Killmonger is fighting a few members of the Dora, and I think he ends up killing one, spoiler alert. So if you brought a few of these, you could definitely create a scene where the Dora are fighting with Killmonger, no matter which version you have. I also have the other one with the unmasked head. But yeah, looking nice. And here we have the Dora compared to both versions of Black Panther. We have the Wave 1 version of Black Panther and then the Vibranium Suit Wave 2 version of Black Panther. Again, looking very nice. Definitely buying a couple more of these, as I keep saying, as they definitely look good when they are guarding the King of Wakanda. I need to get him a throne or something like that. So yeah, if it was a terrible figure, I wouldn't be saying I'm buying more of them, but I'm buying at least 2 more of these. So very happy with it. In regards to articulation, it is what you would expect for a female figure, which is a little bit annoying for especially a female figure that you know is going into combat, and she doesn't have double jointed elbows. So that is as far as the elbows go, is just your 90 degrees. They can still get into some decent poses. The sort of skirt piece doesn't hinder articulation as it doesn't get in the way, as you can see there. But again, double jointed elbows for female figures is something Hasbro just don't want to get on board with. So it's something I'll come to expect. So I'm not going to gripe too much about it. But it would make an improvement, especially for the Doras when they are battling. But they still look badass, and I can't wait to get a couple more for the display. So you let me know what you think in the comment below. How many of these are you going to buy? When it comes to army building, how many is too much? I'm going to get at least a couple more so I can display all 3 head sculpts. But this one here is my favorite just because of the expression it shows. And again, I believe this one is AO, but I could be wrong. Let me know in the comments if I am. I am sure you will. But as always, check out the rest of my reviews from this Black Panther wave so far and hit that subscribe button. As always, there is a playlist on the channel. So I shall see you on the next one.